Tonight in 47 states across the country, a team of advocates help children and families who depend on the government for services. Now, here in Louisiana, turns out that team is just one person. She is running into roadblocks. She hopes the legislature can address this upcoming session. News 2's Alexis Maroney details on what Richie hopes to achieve.
Sylvia, last year, Kathleen Ritchie's position was created under the Legislative Auditor's Office to serve as a sort of watchdog. At the time, DCFS struggled with understaffing, and as a result, children and their families fell through the cracks. Despite being in a position to help these families, Ritchie says she doesn't have access to the resources to do the job. Louisiana's first children's ombudsman bridges the gap between state agencies like DCFS and families. Former East Baton Rouge juvenile judge Kathleen Ritchie took the role last year, assuming a stack of responsibilities.
Evaluate agencies, make recommendations for system reform, and help children and families navigate bureaucracies.
In other states, the ombudsman role is spread across a team. Though in Louisiana, Ritchie does it all under the Louisiana Legislative Auditor's Office.
It's a lot for one person.
As a former juvenile judge, Ritchie understands the juvenile system, though she's running into obstacles accessing records for the families she intends to help.
Sometimes people go to court, and when they step out, they don't really understand what has occurred. So it would be helpful to look at the minutes from the court records and talk to the other parties involved before I help a family navigate the next step for them.
Last year, in creating the office, Senator Barrow hoped the ombudsman could get their hands on whatever documents they needed. In revising the legislation, that did not happen.
When we created this department, it was really to make sure that we were really addressing issues, especially around abuse, neglect, things of that sort, and making sure that things were not falling through the crack.
There are laws that make the records regarding children and regarding families confidential, and if those laws are not amended to exempt the ombudsman's section from receiving those records, then the agencies are put in a position of either giving me the records in violation of the law or following the law.
But this year, Barrow says she's trying again.
Records that really can help her be able to make a better determination about that child, that should be made available to her.
Now the regular session starts Monday. We've also reached out to DCFS, but so far they have not responded.